Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, tipping the Clarista, pledges to the Patreon, purchases off the wish list, and sending things to the P.O. Box. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Also participating in the Level Up Exchange and the giveaway. So awesome. Okay, I love you guys. So the channeled message was once you can sit comfortably and authentically in or with your shadow without feeling fear, God, Source, the Divine, the Universe has no choice but to bring your life completely over into the light, whatever that looks like for you, right? To kind of bring to fruition your heaven on earth, right? So what that means is not to necessarily say to go back into certain ways, but it is to fully and authentically accept the shadow, okay, and love yourself still, and know that you are worthy of heaven on earth, even when you are sitting in that energy. So, I kind of, and it's not to say to sit in that energy, right, but to feel it, to and really kind of like hone in on it and have, control over it and know that you are still cared for, right? So I'm wondering, especially with like everything that's kind of going on, there could have been maybe an energy of feeling like, being pulled backwards in some sort of way, okay? And this is because this is like getting you closer to this energy of it basically it's like you're a little bit at a time learning to accept yourself even in your lowest moments and love yourself even in those lowest moments. So for some of you, this, looks like maybe, I don't know, feeling like you're going backwards in some type of way, or even just like, kind of, looking back in your life and looking at different situations and things like that and how you handled them and why, whatever it is here. But yeah, it just kept coming through. I just kept hearing, being in the shadow without fear will bring you over completely. It will like cross you over completely over into the light. So, and again, I'm not encouraging like restarting any habits or anything like that. If you have like made it past a point, right, make sure that you're just reflecting, right? It's not about necessarily having to like, embody the shadow, but to observe and to be aware and, again, major acceptance, but the biggest part is to be in, you know what I mean? Like to kind of sit in that energy and not be afraid that something's going to go wrong, or that things won't work out, or that you aren't cared for, or that you're not enough. It's like learning to love yourself unconditionally, just as God does, right? Like just as the universe does, just as, because, now they're kind of coming through with this energy of like the universe responds to frequency, right? And so when you can even sit in the shadow energy without fear, imagine you know, when you move over into this, you know, when you kind of cross this bridge, or like kind of fully cross over into this, and it's not to say that the shadow is going away, right? But I just mean, like, as far as what your life looks like, I guess should say, you know, and maybe just how you feel on a day-to-day basis, or, you know, take it as it resonates, however that fits for you. But this is, yeah, this was the message for today. And I feel like it's a really good one. So some of you, again, it may be, you know, look, we have miracles here. Some of you may be feeling like it's, you know, an energy of, going backwards in some type of way, right? It could be small, it could be big, it could be, you know, whatever. But it is in order for you to develop and to grow and to resource on that unconditional love that you have for yourself, you know, that is actually like, it's like, you know, sourcing the divine's unconditional love is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Even in these like moments, right? Something about disappointment, you know what I mean? Releasing some sort of like disappointment and seeing that every experience has value to it, right? And you gain from it all, right? I say right, sorry. Sorry, guys. Fillers. It is what it is. And if you don't like it, if it bothers you, then maybe the message might not be for you, right? Okay. All right. So we have fire here. So fire signs might be significant, but I also just get the feeling of like the lower 3 chakras, right? And that... because of the red, orange, and the yellow. Okay, that's why I say sorry. And oftentimes fear is like rooted in the root chakra. You can have fear in all of the chakras, right? But like, you know, your root chakra is your safety. It is your security. It is your, you know, like stability. Okay, your foundation, your groundedness, your being connected to Mother Gaia, right? Like it's your root. You know what I'm saying? And so I just get this energy that this is something that is kind of healing, especially I just noticed, and there could be, this is kind of orange, this love here. I kind of feel like too, there's a lot maybe going on in your sacral chakra as well. I feel like it's just, there's a lot kind of shifting in your lower 3 chakras here, okay, to be honest with you. And it's yeah, look, then we have prosperity here. This is like that energy of like, you know, shifting your life to this like, to this energy of what we would call like heaven on earth, or like the light, or whatever. You know, it's like you've been in a process of bringing your light out, or your life out of the darkness, and or your light. And that's where I feel like a lot of you are just literally on the brink of this. It's like that energy of like, you know, I feel like you are in this space of really finding yourself, loving yourself, even in maybe some lower moments, okay? And lower moments look different for everyone, you know? It's literally, we're all battling different things. We're all experiencing different things. So however that looks for you is correct, right? So, yeah, it's like this prosperity in all areas of your life. Is what will come with this. There is this energy with this sacral chakra. There is something about maybe your sexual energy, or like a past, as far as like your, you know, because that's an important part of your life. It is, you know, and if you've ever been abused in that type of way, or had bad experiences, or maybe just, you know, you felt used in that type of way, or whatever, that can cause complex trauma in itself. So there is this energy of some of you, this is something that you may be looking over, okay, with that sacral chakra. Others of you, it's just, it has to do, there's definitely emotions here. Okay, there's definitely emotions, and it's bringing something into this love energy. Okay, and I do, for a lot of you, it has to do with passion. Maybe some lustful energy in the past. No judgment. We've all experienced different things, right? And oftentimes, if you're in a lustful energy, it can be, you're probably using like sex kind of maybe like a drug, or you are just kind of like looking for validation, right? And that's because you didn't receive what it was that you needed, okay, as a child probably. So no judgment. We all kind of have our own experiences here. But so there is something too about healing some sort of possible sexual wound, okay, since kind of releasing fear around that as well, and we're all adults here, so just, it is what it is, right? This is what's coming through. But I feel like that's definitely tied in here, okay? And this is not to say, right, like I was like sitting in the shadow, this is not to say to go run out and like, sleep with people. I'm not encouraging bad habits. What I'm telling you is if you can sit with that version of yourself and look at him or her with unconditional love and not fearing that if that version came back to life, that you would not be okay, that you would not make it back out. That version is never coming back to life, okay? But that's what's, that's this, because you're healing something here. Yeah, blessings. Vision. Some of you are about to have, spiritual, like, visions. What Claire is that? Clairsentient, I believe. Yeah, some of you, your clairsentience is about to, I heard, explode, okay? Or it's going to get very, very detailed, or very, I heard vast. That's interesting. That's not what I expected, but very abundant here, okay? It's bringing in some sort of like creative power, okay? So there's something, it's tied into, it would probably be tied into some sort of creativity here. Okay. But also too, this could have to do with your third eye, right? With this vision. This could have to do with your third eye. This could also be something that you are kind of healing here. And with this blessings, I'm kind of picking up on a little bit of like heart chakra as well. Okay, and there's something could be tied into all of this here. Yeah. Sexuality. That's what it just, yeah. Yeah. So, let's see. I don't think this is going to be a super long message, because it's pretty to the point. One more shuffle. And this is, I feel like if you're seeing this message, whenever you come across it, this is probably something that you're currently experiencing, okay? So rather than judge yourself, this is what you're encouraged to do. To sit with that version of you and give them the unconditional love that they needed. You know, if it, um, I heard this thing the other day and it made a lot of sense, and I wish I could remember who said it. It was a man, and he said, addiction is not, you're not addicted to the drug itself. You're addicted to the fix, to the numbing, to fixing the problem. And it's human nature to want to fix things, and sometimes you just, you know, when you find something that kind of fixes it, you have easy access to it, or it's just, you know, whatever it is, you just become addicted, right? It's really, you're just ultimately trying to be a better person, but when you get addicted to certain things, it perpetuates, it kind of, you know, it perpetuates a toxic cycle, right? So for somebody out there that is like struggling with that, or like looking at themselves in a judgmental way, I want you to know that you weren't trying to just be addicted to drugs or alcohol or food or sex or whatever. You were literally just, you were trying to fix a problem. You were trying to fill a void, and you found a way that worked for you. And oftentimes, and that is often why the media puts out all this stuff, right? Anyways, I digress. Okay, fire, please. You're looking to feel a certain way, right? There's an energy of like, I'm picking up on somebody who just wants to feel the way that they felt at a certain time in their life. And I encourage you to go back to that, you know, sit with that version of you and see what it is that he or she had going on that made them feel that way. Because I guarantee it's not the drugs. It's not the alcohol. It's not the sex. It's not, but again, this is not to judge yourself. You made a decision, right? And you know, it kind of snowballed. That's what happens. Okay? Yeah. Ultimately, you were just trying to be the best version of yourself. And sometimes we turn to the wrong things in order to do that. And mostly at the beginning, you probably don't realize how it can turn into the wrong thing, or how quickly it can escalate, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe not realizing that you have a codependency, you know, to things like that, or that you're just trying to fill a void, right? And that's what's important, is realizing that, and then, you know, looking within and like finding that version of you that last time that you ever felt okay, more than okay without it. Connect with him or her, because they've got answers. Okay? Okay. Woo! What a what a time. Okay, so with the fire we have learning here. Okay, I like that. Sacred abyss. That's that kind of like, it's giving definitely heaven on earth, right? There's light shining through that door. What I say, it's like, you know, coming out of, and the fire, it brings light to things, you know. I really am getting this feeling of you're like, you know, moving from this space. There's something, it may be heavy right now because what you're moving through may be heavy, you know. But yeah, you're being brought into, if you're at a space, And some of you, it's like you're in a cycle in which you're not quite there yet, but you're on your way. And this is just kind of a message of like, hey, you're getting closer, keep going, right? It's like a little checkpoint, But for others of you, you're like getting ready to walk through this door, some of you, you're just getting started. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, so definitely do not look at anyone else's garden. Tend to your own always. Always, because we're all at different places on our journey. And do you know that even that is such a divinely, like, intricate plan on the timing of the way everything goes? Like, if only you could see the blueprint, you would never judge yourself. Never. You wouldn't. I promise you wouldn't. Okay. Tell me about this love. Purpose. Yeah. Some of you, whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, okay, that you may be struggling with or coming out of a struggle with, for a lot of you, I feel like it's you're coming out of this struggle, For some of you, it's, it's not anything new, but it's getting easier, it's getting better, it's getting, you're getting stronger. This is part of your purpose. The part where you come out of the struggle, but also it may be a part of how you are kind of play a role in, the puzzle that is the universe. Okay. So, for some of you, your purpose is literally just to love people like you love people. It is to literally love yourself, right? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the blessings are going to, with this like release, okay, the blessings are going to like slowly start coming in here, okay, with the moderation, that could talk about something that you're working through, right? But I also feel like too, the moderation, there's something about discipline, there's something about, not holding yourself back. I feel like there's an energy of, whatever it was that was connected to this, whatever belief you had formed that was connected to this, it had developed some of its own personality traits. And one of those could have been self-sabotage. It definitely could have been, something where you, like I said, you were judging yourself, you were looking down on yourself, you didn't really understand, or, I must be this or I must be that. No. Okay. You were up against so much. You need to know that. Between what you may have experienced as a child, okay, society, the media, the government, all of these different things you've been up against. And if you didn't have anyone to protect you when you were younger, you dove into all of it, didn't you? And that's okay, because that was part of your purpose. To dive in and come back out a better person. Because you learned a lot along the way. You saw a lot of truths that other people didn't see. So, okay, what's this vision? Yeah, sacrifice with prosperity. There's that prosperity again. And that's in a lot of areas of your life, right? kind of want to know what this sacrifice is. We're going to go one layer deeper with a different deck. Yeah, change. You know, sometimes too, we get pulled back a little bit, right? We get pulled back because it's almost this energy where the divine wants you at a point, God, source, the universe, whatever you want to call it, wants you at such a point to where whatever it is never a temptation again. You're just so over it. You know what I mean? Like you've definitely learned all of the lessons that there are to entail. And you love yourself so much that you won't look back. You know, the divine will sometimes take you back to a point so that you just get sick of it. Him, her, it, the way you feel, you know, social media, right? Or like, you know, say you have a problem with scrolling, right? The divine's like putting a bunch of bullshit on your screen. Like, I hope this is boring. I hope it's worth it because you're really bored right now, but you're still doing it. No, I don't know. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, you know, I don't know. I just get the feeling that, and it feels like a lot of you are finally getting to a point where you're like, yeah, I'm going to let this go. I'm ready to let it go. Whatever it is. And again, it doesn't actually have to be a person, place, or thing. This could literally be like a belief within you, okay? Judgment of self. You know, I think for all of you, you're experiencing something different right now. I do feel like it could tie into discipline, you know, and purpose and bringing your version of heaven on earth to life here in this prosperity. So, okay. We're going to use the Hocus Pocus deck because I better use it before I have to give it away. No, I'm excited to give it away. I am concerned, though, because I cannot find the box that it came in. Surely I didn't throw it away because I don't throw them away typically. I keep them all together. So I'll look for it. But if I can't find the box, you may get the Hocus Pocus deck. And I guess another box or... Oh, they're telling me to look in. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I think I know where it is. All right. Okay. All right. So why didn't you tell me that before? When I was looking for it. Yeah, I was in a hurry. Okay. All right. Fire and learning, please. Hello. Wow. Okay. Let's try again. Justice. Oh, trash guys are out there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you, the thing about this is, like, you are not the only one that is, like, trying to get you through this door, okay? You've got ancestors and all kinds that are fully in support of this, okay? Because you are helping the bloodline, right? So, you know, I kind of get the sense with this justice here This is like justice for not only you. It's a liberating release here. It's not only for you though. I think it's for a lot of people here. One more. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now he's losing his mind out there. No, I'm joking. He's fine. There is an energy of like being juggled as well, okay, and betrayal. And I think that may come with some sort of, that could also come, you know, when it comes to this healing, okay, that may be a part of it that you're releasing, is this like programming that you're like, you know, second best, or that, you know, I don't know, that you deserve to be juggled, or that, you know, you deserve to be betrayed, or, you know, from betrayal in the past, but it somehow may be tied into, it's how you view yourself here. Okay, you're having justice over this. There's something about really stepping into confidence, and like I said, loving yourself unconditionally. But I do. I feel like it, and also it may have to do possibly, it feels like it's tied into so much, especially with it being, you know, the base 3 chakras here. Like, that's personal power, that's creativity, that's sexuality, that's stability, that's, you know, groundedness, that's, you know, all of these things. There is safety, it's, you know, it's a lot. And I feel like, you know, there could have been a lot that really weighed on those. And it feels like there's like something that's coming to an end, because, you know, when we heal, it kind of goes like in a spiral, right? You're not, you oftentimes have to revisit things in order to really kind of like work your way through it, depending on how traumatic it was. And it just feels like you're coming down to, you know, the tip of the spiral, right? And it's almost like, it's almost like, you know what they're showing me? You know, on the old TVs, when you could like see it turn off, right? It would like, it looked like it was like boop, and it would go away, right? And then everything was black. That's what they're showing me. It's like boop, you know? So it's almost like, you know, shutting that version of you, or that part of you, or mostly the way that you view that version of you, or like that time in your life. It's like really bringing it to an end, like to a close. It's almost, you know, getting closure, giving yourself closure, maybe for certain situations and things like that. Or yeah, it feels like there is a lot that's kind of coming up here, okay? And for all of you, it's going to be different. I say that so many times, but yeah, look, we have Judgment and 4 of Wands with this love and this purpose. Judgment, 4 of Wands, you are safe, you are stable, you are secure. You know, you are on the right path, you are moving forward, right? You know, but this is you coming to this conclusion, even in an energy of not feeling your best, or not feeling, you know, like you're up to par, or not being perfect, or, you know what I mean? Something like that. It's like really bringing love to a situation. Yeah. Okay, so tell me about these blessings and this moderation. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, that, with the blessings, that's a windfall of money. That's some sort of like blessing in the physical, right? You're going to be seeing blessings kind of come in here, okay? And with this Master, for the first time ever, this is actually the Devil card. It feels like that energy of you mastering the shadow, right? That exactly what I was talking about, you know? Having discipline over your urges, your lower vibrational desires, to such a point to where you begin to really understand them, and see them at a different perception, and like I said, they just boop, gone. Because you don't always have to be considered an addict. We have people who are out here who have been clean for several years, but still call themselves an addict. But if you heal, essentially, if you heal what it is that you were trying to fill, if you heal that void that you were trying to fill, that it feels like that would take away that codependency. Not to say that, that they should start doing whatever again, right? In moderation. No, stay clean, But, like, you get what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Vision. Let me get some on the sacrifice here. Yeah, some of you, it's like this energy of like needing to like sacrifice your own plan. That's super random, but like that. Okay. Your own idea, your own plan, your own, because the divine has something much better that I feel like is coming in for you here. Tell me about this, please. And some of you, this is an energy of, like, this is something that's coming through that's like, hey, it's time to let this go, right? Trust and know, that, because I don't know, there just seems to be an energy of somebody worried about not having something, or I don't know. There's some sort of codependency, okay, that for some of you are being asked to let go of. And that's kind of this energy of you kind of, there is, you know, with that codependency, there is control in that, right? It's like writing your own plan. And there's this energy of, if you just, you know, tap into why you have attached yourself to, you know, whatever this is, even if it is a belief, okay? You know, and then you can release your own plan. Then the divine can usher in this prosperity on, you know, based on what's in alignment with you, what's best for you, what it is, you know. Yeah. Tell me about this prosperity, please. Yeah, something that you've been like working towards, you know, there's like, it's like, you know, going up on another accomplishment here, achieving something else, right? Having, you know, these new beginnings. And I feel like, you know, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, you know, oh, how did I get scratched? Goodness. Anyways, didn't feel a thing. Yeah. With this, there is certainly some sort of what is going to feel like to you a victory in your life. And we all view victory and success as something different. So, you know, somebody could feel absolutely successful because they had the biggest harvest in their own personal garden that they've ever had, right? Whereas somebody else simultaneously could be feeling that same amount of successful because they just cut the ribbon on their new business. Do you see what I'm saying? So in some form of, like, in some aspect in your life, there is going to be, for one, a lot of blessings coming towards you, but also just this, you're going to be feeling successful. You're going to see success in the physical. You're going to have this clarity on this prosperity, but it does take you releasing your own plan. So, what a reading. Wowzers. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so very much. And we'll see you next time.